everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we're going to be speculating uncontrollably in the name of grand hype about who exactly Hero 28 could be. This is actually my favourite part about new heroes. All the theory crafting and detective work, it's a lot of fun. Even if we get it all spectacularly wrong when the truth is finally revealed. But just quickly before we get into the video, just a little reminder that our Razer discount code is still available. If you want to purchase any Razer products, just use the code YOUROW5 for a discount. All the details can be found in the description box below, so if that's something you're interested in, go check it out. Returning very swiftly to the Hero 28 speculation, yesterday's Calm Before the Storm teaser took everyone by surprise, and because it featured a very prominent picture of a monkey in a spacesuit, a lot of people, ourselves included, found themselves screaming the name Hammond uncontrollably over and over for about 12 hours. Well, that didn't happen to you, just me then. Now, there are plenty of reasons to think that Hammond is being hinted at, but the Horizon posters were not the only things found in that image. Everything in a teaser like this is done for a reason. Nothing is there by accident, and it didn't escape attention that there was also a Scrapyard poster, obviously referring to Junkertown and the mech battles they have there. Following on from that, there has been a very interesting Reddit post by the user ErgoNonSim, who took this information and ran with it. Their theory is that in one of the Battle Mech posters on Junkertown, there is a scene that depicts two mech fighters. One is called Kelvin 506 and the other Bludger. At first, Ergo suggested that the figure in the Kelvin 506 mech could resemble an old and angry monkey, possibly making it so that Hammond would be its pilot. He theorized that as Winston doesn't know of Hammond's escape, and he didn't ever meet him in the game world as far as we know, perhaps Hammond landed somewhere else, that place being Junkertown. However, after some consideration, he did concede that the person in the poster might just be a small old man, a bleak one that they theorized might have found Hammond and trained him. To me, it's just as easily explainable that Hammond steals this mech. Kelvin 506's empty mech is actually in the map on Junkertown and you can walk right up to it and take a look at it. Why wouldn't a super smart monkey be able to jump in and procure it for himself? Of particular note, it has a giant flamethrower, and the name Kelvin 506 is a reference to Fahrenheit 451, which is a novel about a future dystopian America whereby books are outlawed and firemen burn any that they find. A character that uses fire to destroy knowledge. This is going off the deep end a little bit, but could Hammond be so angry about what happened on Horizon and what was done to him and other primates in the name of knowledge that he's now become fanatically opposed to it, piloting a giant mech with a flamethrower to destroy all he encounters? I don't know about you, but I want to see a monkey in a giant mech, and it does solve one of the problems that having Hammond as a hero presents. How would it actually make sense to have such a small character in the game? A monkey's hitbox would be tiny, but a super smart monkey piloting a battle mech, that I can see working. Some of the Battle Mech hero theory is also supported by a forum comment made by Geoff Goodman from March 2017. In that thread, Geoff was actually talking about fans' unhappiness that D.Va was being made less offensively potent. But, and here's the key, he added that there's clearly a desire to see a powerful mech hero that does tons of damage as an offense or defensive character, and that it would be really sweet to build another mech character in the Overwatch space. But the killer detail is the post that comes directly after Geoff's. It reads, "Ah crap, here comes the storm." Now this all might be a giant coincidence, but Blizzard themselves called that teaser from yesterday Calm Before the Storm. Cue the X-Files music, mech hero confirmed. Or again, like I said, it could just be a totally uncanny occurrence. When you think about Hero 28 being some sort of mech, it is definitely plausible. Another Junker character has been a popular idea in the community's consciousness for a long time. The Junker Queen is often brought up when people try and guess new heroes, and that's the part that gives me a little pause. I love the idea of Hammond in a mech suit smashing things up and burning them. It's got a Ripley from Aliens vibe about it. But why would Blizzard combine two very popular ideas into one? I think that actually the posters from the teaser aren't a reference to one hero, but to two. I think that we'll be getting a Junker mech and Hammond, but not obviously at the same time. They could do that and blow our tiny little minds, but I think that that's unlikely. There is BlizzCon later in the year to think about, Mora came out last year then and Sombra the year before that, so I predict they'll also have a hero release lined up for then as well. The question is then, who comes comes first, and if Hammond isn't a mech, what's he gonna be like? Well, there's a few more details surrounding him that can be talked about now. Firstly, you can now see Hammond's link to Winston's escape pod in the spawn room of Gibraltar. Much like the diagram in his room on Horizon, there's an arm attached to it, but Hammond's actual capsule is missing. Did he land in Gibraltar or somewhere else? Also, and this is something other people have noticed, in the teaser poster, we see not only a monkey but also a dog. As far as I know, this is the first time we've known that other animals were on Horizon, and when the first teasers about Hammond were released in the form of messages between Horizon staff, all we really got from them was that Hammond was a smaller test subject and that he likely escaped into the ventilation system. In his room, we find bananas in his cage, but also, oddly, carrots. Are we all just wrongly assuming that Hammond is a monkey because of the security camera footage found off one of the spawn rooms that showed other primate test subjects as well? What if he's some kind of other animal? Carrots immediately make me think of Bugs Bunny. I don't know if dogs eat carrots on the regular. You'll have to let me know what you think about this. Hammond is clearly shown using tools to build his escape pod and writing notes, and for that you mostly need opposable thumbs, so it's all guesswork at this point. Plus, anything smaller than a monkey would present an even bigger problem for how they actually worked in game. What's a rabbit hero gonna do to you? Nibble you to death? Whatever he turns out to be, I'm fairly certain at this point that he'll be his own thing, and that the Scrapyard poster in the teaser is a hint to something or someone else. Maybe it's not even a hero, maybe it's an event, like a special Junker Mech game mode for a limited time. That'd be awesome. I do have a different theory about the teaser though, and it seems like I'm not the only one. On Reddit, the user Destroy the Self also put forward the idea that the teaser from yesterday wasn't just about one thing, but could actually be hints at loads of things we have to look forward to. As they note, there's references to Lucio, the Junkers, Horizon, and Omnic struggles all within one image. They ask the question, what if this is all alluding to us getting Hammond, the Junker Queen, Lucio lore, and maybe a new event set in Junkertown? That's very similar to the idea I had. In the way that I see it, if you read from right to left of the picture, this could actually be all the new content coming this year. Hammond and the Horizon rework, a Junker hero, like a mech fighter or the Queen, a Lucio cinematic perhaps, and more present day story content centered around the new Omnic crisis. Maybe even something like the global faction campaign social feature I suggested in a previous video. Geoff's already said a major new feature is planned for the end of the summer/fall. Imagine if all of this is true. All of that stuff sounds amazing. I want it, don't you? It is amazing what can be hidden in one simple image. Some people are suggesting that the wall used in the teaser isn't actually from King's Row, it's from Rialto, and that could be significant because of its historical links to Talon. To me, I just think they wanted a fairly blank wall, so they just used one that couldn't be identified as easily as one that actually came from King's Row. It doesn't make sense to me to have the Omnic rights posters and the anti-Omnic graffiti that are linked with that setting historically just planted somewhere else. I do think their intention is that you read this image as being in England where King's Row is, just a part you've never seen before. I could be wrong, you guys will have to let me know what you think about that detail, as well as who you think Hero 28 is likely to be. Is it Junker Mech Hammond, Hammond on his own, or someone else like the long-awaited Junker Queen herself? Are we getting both of them? One thing I know for sure, I'm super hyped for what comes next, and I hope you are too. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss another video of ours again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in great company. And finally, please follow the Your Overwatch Twitter. It's where you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time,